It just doesn't get any less creepy, does it? You go from jester fucking face to this terrifying penal mask that the Lost Sinner uses. Either way, welcome back, guys, to Falcon plays Dark Souls 2. I'm gonna be fighting the Rotten today. What covenant is that? Oh, it's the Rat King covenant, right? Right, I'm still rocking that. That doesn't really matter what covenant I'm using. But either way, I went ahead and I equipped myself for this fight. I switched over to the Dark Gauntlets and the Penal Mask. So I'm still at 69, which is the ideal number for everything in the world and also for your weight. So you can kind of, well, I guess 70 would probably be the ideal weight if you want to max it out and still be able to roll. But you know, 69 sounds like a better number if you ask me. And I have the Ring of Steel Protection, Chlorante Ring, Ring of Blades, and Stone Ring. I'm going to be fighting the Rotten. And what else? Oh yeah, I also have a few aromatic oozes that I bought from Gilligan. Not Gilligan from Gilligan's Island, but the guy in Majula. So, we're gonna go. There's also gonna be an NPC summon for this fight, which I won't use. The boss rush, or the run to the boss, could be slightly annoying. Wait a minute, I'm not even there. Wait, never mind. My bad. Let's go to the secret one here. You know, I was wondering why I could just walk out, and I know you're not supposed to be able to just walk out of the spawn fire. Apologies. I warped to the... I zagged when I should have zigged, essentially, if I could quote one of the best movies of all time, which is getting a sequel really soon, which I'm really excited about. Alright, a real sequel, not that Dumb and Dumber-er. Fuck that shit, man. I didn't watch it, but I didn't want to watch it. All these sequels with Jim Carrey, all these sequels of Jim Carrey movies without Jim Carrey, it just doesn't work. Like Son of Mask. Either way. For this, you're gonna do a crazy dash to the boss fight. Now, you could get poisoned on the way. I have avoided it a few times, but, you know, I'm not sure if it's gonna happen this time around. But, let's give it a try here. Yada, yep, okay, never mind. The first two ones that try to poison you are the ones that poisoned me, so really bad play on my part here. But that's fine, I don't mind, you know, just dropping a poison moss here, followed by a life gem, and that should pretty much put us at full health, I would say. And now let me go ahead and equip this, because we won't need this for this fight. Oddly enough, the Rotten doesn't poison you. I was really under the impression that there should be an NPC summon for this fight. Why is that not here? Did I miss like a certain NPC talk that I should... I mean, he's not even an actual NPC that you could actually converse with. He's like one of those random named guys, but I don't know, he's not here. Whatever, man. I'm not gonna lose any sleep for it. I know I'm not hollowed, am I? No, I'm human. I look relatively good. I'm human. Alright, whatever, man. Doesn't really matter. Let's give it a try. Aromatic Ooze. I hope I could fight this guy in one... I would like to fight a boss that I could beat in one try. It hasn't happened in quite a while, and I'm really starting to question whether I really beat this game or if it was just some sort of hazy illusion. Now that is super badass just because he's like, I guess like encased souls and bodies. Basically the Rotten, his, oh god, I took that to the chin, but I was able to actually pull through it. The Rotten, the lore for it essentially is, what the fuck was that? Let me get my wits here. As you can see, like what works for eyeballs for him are actually actual bodies of people. Now the Rotten, what he does is he collects basically the miscreants of society, everything that's been tossed down, like we talked to Gilligan as we talked to him before. Everything that gets tossed down the gutter is stuff that the Rotten actually collects, and you know, he doesn't... Okay, I was able to actually block through that. Now, with the Rotten, there's a lot of environmental hazards to the boss fight. As you can see, a lot of fire pits. You're going to want to avoid those. The biggest thing about him that I'm going to really push is, well, I'm surprised I'm able to block through those, is stamina management. You don't want to get stuck in a situation where he's going to do like 3 or 4 swings, especially that one. Wow, I should not really be alive right now. Let me drop an Estus over here. I'm really surprised I survived that. I should have really not, but really delayed roll on my part. So my ooze is pretty much done now. And much like a lot of enemies, the Rotten is going to be weak against strike weapons, so that's why I really love rocking the mace. Not really the best range in it, right? But It's definitely something that I enjoy. Alright, so that one's going to be a 3-verse attack. That's a good one right there. Let me heal up. That's going to be a 3-verse attack, so it's really easy to dodge. You just got to really time it correctly. Unfortunately, I've been having a lot of trouble actually timing attacks, and that's right there a really silly move on my part. He was done with his animation. Okay, that one you just want to roll the fuck away. You could probably block it a bit if you have some sort of... I assume it looks like a dark attack. If you have some sort of dark resistance, you should be okay, but if you don't, that was too early of a roll on my part. Okay, good dodge there. Move away now, and let's see if I could get an Estus before he shows up. In terms of NPC lore, he will also in New Game Plus actually drop Needle Soul. Oh, I don't have my bow. I was going to say if I could get a few cheap bow hot shots in there. But I don't have it equipped anymore. 1, 2, and 3. 1, and I'm just going to take one hit there. I'm not going to risk it. Okay, really bad on my part. Do have life gem really quickly though, and we should be okay. And that's gonna be the grab attack. Ah, I can't believe I didn't dodge through that one. That's gonna probably kill me unless my life gem. Okay, it didn't kill me. That was, I should have really been dead for all intents and purposes there. That's easily, that's one of the shots you want to, what the fuck? Okay, that's one of the times you actually want to take an opportunity to get a hit in there when he does the grab attack, because it'll give you a lot of a window of opportunity to get a few hits there. But unfortunately, I once again mistime my roll, which has been happening a lot. There we go again. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, twice? Alrighty, this is slowly becoming a how not to play Dark Souls episode, and I apologize for that. Shit, man, I should really be dead for all intents and purposes. I've been lucking out considering how fucking terrible this fight's been going. 1, okay. 1, 2. I don't want to get too greedy. Again, stamina management at all times, really important. I guess you could say that for any fucking boss, so in reality, right? Not just the rotten. 1. Okay, that's the easy one. 2 hits in there? Alrighty, good. Oh, god damn it. I was gonna see if I could kind of roll across that and then just kind of... Oh shit, I stepped on fire. Reason why, Maya, don't die now. It's probably a good time for me to drop an Estus, quite honestly. Soon. Not right now, he might. Fuck me over otherwise. Dodge that. Okay, good. Take an Estus. It's really bothering me that it's going to take me fucking my complete Estus collection to fight this guy. There we go. So once he does the grab attack, it's the perfect time to get your hits in there. It's really bothering me that it's going to take me 6 fucking Estus to beat the Rotten, assuming I even beat him this round. I mean, it's still not completely... a 100% thing I will. 1, 2, alrighty. 1 more should do it, right? No! Okay. Again, what happens when you get greedy? Let me just take this life gem just to be on the safe side here. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Just gotta hit him one more time, god damn it. I know that was risky, but I knew he was... Oh, god damn it. That whole end point just fucked me up completely because I thought I had him killed if I just took one more hit in there. But again, when you get greedy in Dark Souls, it can come back and bite you in the ass. Thankfully, it didn't right there. That was probably the worst victory to a rotten fight you'll ever see, though. That was fucking terrible. 6 Estus, I got grabbed twice. Really fucking terrible, but you know what? At least we did beat it, and that's all that really matters. I mean, I constantly do beat it, but, you know, when we're talking about Dark Souls, it's a different thing, though. Let me jump through that right there really quickly. Okay, so Fire Seed for our troubles, and let's see, I think the Primordial Bonfire should be somewhere? There we go. There's the entrance to that. That was fucking terrible. Alright, either way, what I was trying to get at in terms of the lore for this guy, this should be another Sublime Bone Dust, right? Unless I'm mistaking. Or maybe, oh yeah, it is. Very good. It could have been a Fragment Branch of Yore. They like giving you the Fragment Branch of Yore after you fight bosses as well, so you can unlock other NPCs. One of which you need to unlock to actually get to the last Lord's Soul, which is, at this point, I think we've gotten 3 of them at this point, right? So we're missing 1 more, which is going to be the Duke's Dear Freja, if I do remember correctly. So, let's just go back to Majula. I don't think there's anything around here, right? Let's make sure. You never know. I don't think I really explored this area completely, but normally there's nothing around here. So, yeah, that was a goddamn terrible boss fight. I really apologize for that. At least we got through it in 1 try, right? Which is kind of matters to a degree. But in New Game Plus, or if you were to use a bonfire aesthetic, he will drop Needle's soul, which, again, just seeing him all together, you could kind of get a big Needle vibe from him, again, kind of living up to that whole theme of the game, which, at least how I interpret it, is really reincarnation, or just kind of like, I'm not saying that's Needle himself, but since he drops his soul, it means that the souls of the bosses, or at least the 3 Lord Souls, remember we had, what is it, Gwyn? The Pygmy, you had the Dark Soul, then you had, who was it, Nito, and the Witch of Isolid. Let's see if she has anything new here for us really quickly, before I continue on this tangent. Nope, nothing new.
No interest.
So, the Lord Souls, are still in this game, whether it's really like literal reincarnation, or just their souls kind of, finding like a new vessel to kind of lay their, I guess, their prior beliefs, or their prior, I guess, goals in these new characters, or new bosses, or, you know, new monsters, whatever. It's still up for debate, but, you know, that's how I see it, at least, like, the whole reincarnation, in a sense, where the soul does kind of invade a certain vessel, and it's kind of like a power struggle between both of them. Let me burn this Sublime Bone Dust up before I forget to do that, and realize from another bonfire, it's like, oh, I could only burn these in Majula. So let's see. I guess we could also talk to old KO. We've beaten 2 boss souls recently, right? Or 2 of the Lord Soul vessels, or not Lord Soul vessels, but we have 2 of the boss souls that we've acquired recently. We haven't talked to KO, so there should be a little bit of different things going on in terms of the map. There should be more fires lit up.
Even more flames have appeared. But there is something greatly. It seems something. I would not. It was blocked.
Yeah, so he hasn't said anything different, but as you can see, this is the map that we, earlier in the series, didn't realize. I was like, whoa, what is he talking about a map? I don't see a map. Oh, this map. Gotcha. So, there's 4 more. I think by the time we're done, it's gonna make like a good circle and kind of an enclave over here. So, honestly, by the time I completed that, and I went back and checked it out, it looked like the Wu-Tang sign to me. So, you know, if you're a Wu-Tang Killer Bee, and that's nothing to fuck with, then you might get a little bit of Wu-Tang type of look to that. At least I did. Maybe I'm just completely batshit insane. And I see Wu-Tang symbols on a day-to-day basis. Okay, from this point on, let's actually do a little bit of wrapping up. I'm gonna go grab a few items before because we have to essentially, the next area that we want to go to is gonna be the Shaded Ruins, which is gonna lead us to the last Lord Soul before we hit quote-unquote endgame, which I'm really excited to do so, because the endgame in Dark Souls 2 is a lot more fun than it was in Dark Souls 1. So, let's see. Yeah, let me do a few wrap-up spots in this episode, and then next episode we'll go and take on the next path to the next Lord Soul, I should say. Alright guys, to give you a little bit of a geographical location to where I'm at over here is this fucker. You know what? I'm trying to do a little bit of a playthrough thing over here. Guy shooting arrows at me. In case you want to get a geographical location to where we're at, the boat that we took to the Lost Bastille is going to be hanging out over here. And this is the area. Basically, you want to take the shortcut that you unlock to get Lucatio and whatnot. And you're going to go into this little hut over here. We're going to deal with these guys who are, you know, sound asleep on the job. Sucks for them, because that is going to be their ultimate undoing. That guy's gonna get poisoned right there as well, or at least I thought he would. No, he totally is poisoned. What did this guy drop for us? Yeah, Varangian Sword. Alright, cool. I don't mind any few extra drops you guys want to drop down over here. Now, as you can see, this poorly carpenterized area over here, you know, they didn't really finish up what they were up to, meaning crashed right through it. Again, this is one of the things that pisses me. Oh! Don't do it, Lizard Man. Alrighty, Lizard. What are you gonna drop for us? Tiny Charge, enlarged Tiny Charge? Whatever. Not really that good, but whatever, it's something. There's one other thing that pisses me off about Dark Souls, the fact that there's certain areas you could only get to by smashing like X or A, whatever, into the Xbox. But then there's some areas that you could only get to by, you know, smashing through. So it's like a combination of both, which is kind of a little bit of annoying at times. And over here we're going to find Soul of a Nameless Soldier. What else? Large Soul of a Nameless Soldier, along with a Life Gem, and Fading Soul, which is the shittiest type of soul you could get. That's why it's fading. And then over here, Soldier's Ring, which is going to increase our equipment load, which is really, really good. So I mean, think of this as like, you know, Havel Jr., Havel's Ring Jr. There's going to be at least 2 more incarnations of this ring, a +2 version, which takes you have to fight a certain boss in a New Game Plus environment. Whether you go New Game Plus or use Aesthetic, you can get that from that. And it'll give you the biggest equipment load imaginable, which kind of sounds a little bit sexual in nature, but it's really not supposed to be. So you get the equipment, the +2 equipment load by beating a certain boss, and once we get there, I'll be able to mention it to you. But at least for now, that is one of the things we wanted to get. And alright, so let me actually equip it so you can see the difference here. Let me look at my status. What are we? We're rocking right now. 62.5 is our max load, right? I'll keep the Chloranthy ring for now, even though it's not, the Chloranthy ring does not really improve that much of your stamina like it used to. At least what I've tested it. It's not really that great this time around. But what do we need? I could sacrifice souls for this, so let me go ahead and say fuck you to that. So you can see right now, from 62.5, 68.7, which is really, really a good jump. So that's going to give us a chance to equip stronger stuff if so felt the need. I don't think it really needs to at the moment, but it's going to be there for us indeed. Either way, guys, that's one of the items. We're going to check out another area now. Alright guys, for this next item, we're going to go back to the bonfire, where if you beat Smelter, then you'll be able to travel back into the Ironheart boss. In order to get this item, you do have to actually beat Smelter Demon though, so keep that in mind. So from the Smelter Demon bonfire, you can just kind of go back, and you're going to go ahead and hang out back to his arena here for a certain reason. Now there's nothing there, right? Nothing here that we could actually get. Let me equip this though, just in case. Now, much as the name actually suggests, the Pursuer will indeed show up in quite a few different areas here, and this place is no exception. Now, we're going to fight this guy here. Alright, good. That's actually a pretty good start. 253 damage, not too bad. At least with the Pursuer, I do kind of know his pattern a bit at this point, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal for us. I say this, I die this time around as well. But, just basically bait his dash attack, dodge to the offhand side. Okay. And there you go. 1, 2, and 3. Get probably 2 hits in there if you can. Withdraw a bit. Blue sword attack. Easy to dodge. Easy hit right there for you as well. And I was able to actually block that one attack, so that was actually pretty good. What the fuck is this? So that's new. I don't remember him doing that in the regular boss fight. Little poke attack. That doesn't actually work in order to break your guard, as you can imagine. So if you're kind of curling up, he will do that in order to get you out of that blocking predicament. So once you beat the Pursuer here, he will be dropping the Ring of Blades +1, which actually is a pretty good, sizable increase to your damage. That's not the last one, the last version of the Ring of Blades you're going to acquire, by the way. There is one more still, which is... Dodge that. Let me drop an Estus here just to be on the safe side. The other Ring of Blades is going to be the +2 version. Now that one, as you can imagine, the Pursuer is also going to drop that too. However, as the name implies, +2, well, in order to actually acquire that one, you're going to actually have to fight 2 Pursuers to do so. And that one, however, is only spawned in New Game Plus, so you're not going to be able to find that without going into New Game Plus mode and or, using a bonfire aesthetic. So that's going to be the way to get that one. And I was able to actually stagger him there a bit, so let's take advantage of that. One more hit should have done it. Luckily I was able to dodge that, and there you go. Pursuer, not really that much of a problem once you do know his pattern. Pick up the item, Ring of Blades +1. Excellent. Let's actually switch out our old ring now. So let's look at our jump and damage here. What are we looking at here? I guess this will do. So right now we're looking at 313 as our primary weapon. Well, 328 and everything else is going to increase. So my bow damage, etc., etc. So it weighs a bit more. It's, what is it, 0.8 more? But, since we have the other ring, it's going to work out pretty good. And again, I also actually equipped a lot of defensive items to fight him, just in case something went wrong, but nothing did go wrong. But again, Ring of Blades +2 is that what you can get from the Pursuer here, or +1. If you want the +2, well, again, you'll have to fight 2 Pursuers in a future area of the game. So once we get to the area, I will point it out. I've actually acquired that in my off-camera character. And fighting those 2 Pursuers at once, oh man, let me tell you. Pain in the fucking ass, man. But either way, guys, how about we wrap it up here today? I wanted to at least show off those 2 important items I'm going to use in order to proceed our walkthrough as of right now. I mentioned Havel's set as well. I'm going to probably get that down the line, because in order to get the key to open up the Forgotten Doors, and even get to Havel's set, which is behind a Forgotten Door, we are going to have to acquire the Forgotten Key, which, as you can imagine, is actually located after you beat the 2 giants in the Black Gulch. And since I'm not really too crazy about fighting those 2 guys on right now, I want to get some poison items to kind of, I guess, even the fight out for us a bit. It's not really that hard of a fight, but I really hate fucking fighting 2 giants at once. So either way, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and you stuck around for this. I guess I forgot. I should have mentioned earlier on before we cut off from the first item that I was going to fight another boss. So if you stuck around, then hey, kudos for you. If not, no big deal. Either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you next time.